First, zinc supports your immune system. While you only need a little zinc to have your immune system work well, a deficiency can have dire consequences. That's because zinc is the ingredient necessary to activate T cells, which are important for two reasons. First, T cells attack infected and cancerous cells. And second, they help to control and regulate your immune response. A measure of how important T cells are for the immune system is that some of the worst aspects of HIV result from the virus's attack on T cells. Second, zinc has an impact in the process of healing wounds. And that really matters, especially when you're prepping for a race, you're in a race, you have an injury or a cut. Zinc can help. Specifically, it's important because of the way it interacts with collagen. Collagen is a protein that maintains the structure in skin and other kinds of connective tissue. Zinc, in turn, helps in the production and remodeling of collagen, which is a key property that boosts tissue growth in and around a wound bed, and it promotes healing. Third, zinc has great properties that can help with the common cold. Many people find that zinc lozenges can help cut down on the severity and duration of a cold. Well, there's one study that found that a zinc remedy could cut down on the length of a cold by 40%. The theory is that zinc helps to reduce inflammation, and you guys know about inflammation. We've talked about it in several of our episodes. Well, what zinc does with inflammation is it helps in and around your mouth and throat, where much of the cold virus resides. So, now that you know you need zinc, where can you find it? Well, one source are oysters. So if you're out and about, you might want to give them a try. Some other sources, red meat, lobster, and poultry are some really good go-tos. And for vegetarians, beans, nuts, and dairy products are especially helpful along with whole grains. Since zinc isn't stored in the body, people who are prone to zinc deficiencies either have trouble absorbing it, taking in too little, or they use up too much. In the first case, you'll find people with digestive disorders or diseases associated with metabolism, like liver disease. In the second case, vegetarians who aren't eating oysters and red meat could become zinc deficient without taking some of these compensating strategies.
In this video, I go through the top 5 questions I get asked about vitamin D. What is vitamin D? What happens if I don't get enough vitamin D? How much vitamin D do I need? Can vitamin D supplements cure cancer, prevent heart attacks, and improve immunity? And finally, do I need to take a vitamin D supplement? A big thank you to one of our early supporters, Natalie, for suggesting this topic. Now there's a lot to get through, so let's get cracking. Vitamin D isn't just one thing, it's actually a collection of molecules. Vitamin D made in our skin or absorbed from food starts off as inactive vitamin D. It then travels to the liver, where it is packaged into the circulating form of vitamin D. This is what doctors measure when they order a vitamin D blood test. Finally, the circulating vitamin D is unpacked in the kidney to form active vitamin D, which is more than 100 times more potent than circulating vitamin D. The most well-understood effect of vitamin D is on the bones. It helps absorb minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium to help maintain strong bones. Vitamin D also helps the body break down old, worn-out bone and build new bone in its place. The major source of vitamin D is direct sunlight. When sunlight reaches us on Earth's surface, it contains 2 types of UV light, UVA and UVB. UVB light from the sun interacts with a type of cholesterol in the skin to make vitamin D. An important point here is that glass lets UVA pass through, but blocks UVB. This means that sunbaking behind your office window or in your car won't help you make vitamin D, but the UVA will still accelerate skin aging and can increase the risk of skin cancer. Some foods do contain vitamin D. The top 3 natural food sources are oily fish, like salmon and tuna, beef liver, and egg yolk. If your mum used to give you cod liver oil, it was because it is the richest concentrated form of food vitamin D.
Is an essential nutrient, which means we need to get it from an external source. We actually make B12 in our gut. Well, we don't. B12 is produced by some bacteria And we actually have some in our colon that make it, but it's too far down. It's past the point of absorption, so it don't help us much. Too little, too late. Okay, so where can we get it? There are 3 reliable sources of vitamin B12: animal products, fortified foods, and supplements. Each source has its own peculiarities, so let's look at them one by one. By the way, in the US, which of the 3 sources do you think people get the most B12 from? We'll look at the answer in a second. I was actually really surprised to find out. Live and learn. Starting with animal products. Liver is a very concentrated source because that's where B12 is stored. One slice has several times your daily B12 requirements. Fish and seafood have a lot too. One fillet of salmon can exceed your daily needs of B12. Although, because of limits on absorption, if you rely on foods to get your B12, it's often recommended you eat something with B12 a couple times a day, spaced out among your meals. We'll come back to this. Now, chicken has a lot less vitamin B12, and so does milk. When we factor in absorption, it would require 4 cups of regular cow milk to meet your daily requirements of B12. Eggs have a decent amount of vitamin B12, but it's not very absorbable. The bioavailability is low. It would require dozens of eggs to cover your daily needs of B12. Now, this is a bit like the protein debates. Some animal sources have more B12, some have less, and for people who eat a variety of those foods, it quickly adds up. But it's worth bearing in mind these factors when you design your diet. Which animal products are more effective B12 sources and which are less effective and would require you to take in large amounts of saturated fat and cholesterol to get enough B12. Eggs and liver, for example, because they're such concentrated sources of cholesterol, would require you to take in a lot of it to meet your B12.
And what it does for your body. In this video, you will learn about vitamin B12 and why it is crucial to your health. Watch now to learn about 10 reasons why you need plenty of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, is not among the most popular vitamins people supplement, but it is a critical nutrient that the body needs to form DNA and keep the nerves and blood cells healthy. Although it can be found in certain foods, supplementing with vitamin B12 might prove beneficial because it is something that the body needs, but cannot produce naturally. Following are 10 reasons why you need vitamin B12.
A trending option to add to your daily health routine, and for good reason. Black seed oil has been found to reduce blood pressure, support inflammation, lower blood sugar, and improve cardiovascular health. Extracted from the black cumin plant, black seed oil is rich with iron, potassium, calcium, and fatty acids. Black seed oil has been shown in studies to boost the immune system, support liver health, and even act as an appetite stimulant. Many people use black seed oil on their skin, hair, and nails, as the oil acts as a moisturizer, promoting healthy aging of the skin and cell regeneration. Black seed oil comes in a variety of forms, including liquid, capsule, and soft gels. But typically, the liquid form is the best way to consume black seed oil, as it maintains more of the active ingredients that are in the plant. Adults who would like to use black seed oil can start by taking a half teaspoon with a small amount of food per day. As use increases, so can the dose to 1 teaspoon of black seed oil twice a day. But this may vary based on the brand and a doctor's recommendations. Black seed oil can be mixed with yogurt or added into soups, salads, or curries for an extra source of nutrition. If you're allergic to black caraway seeds or are on birth control, pregnant, or nursing, you should speak with a doctor before incorporating black seed oil into your routine. If you're looking for more information,
every day. Fruits and veggies always come to mind when thinking about healthy foods. But most people don't know that certain spices have health benefits as well. One of these is ginger, which when consumed regularly can do a lot of good for your body. So, here's a list of the science-backed effects of ginger and what it can do for you. No more headaches. Ginger has anti-inflammatory properties that help treat one of the most common human complaints, headaches. Since over-the-counter headache medications are usually anti-inflammatories rather than actual pain relievers, ginger is a natural way to achieve the same result. Studies show that eating ginger every day can stop your headaches from happening in the first place, even in the case of migraines. Weight loss. Increasing rates of obesity over the years means that losing weight has become a bigger priority. If all sorts of diet and exercise plans haven't been working for you, including ginger in your diet could be a saving grace. Ginger can be very helpful in reactivating your metabolism, so you can get back in shape. It will also help you feel fuller longer, so you don't end up overeating. Improved digestion. Ginger's many benefits also carry over to your gastrointestinal system, and it has long been used as an aid for improving digestion. So if you suffer from digestive problems often, you should include ginger in your diet. It's the perfect remedy. It has carminative and antiemetic functions that aid in the breakdown of gas in your digestive system and support bowel movements. Reduced inflammation in the body. When an injured or infected part of the body needs to be isolated to limit damage to other parts of your body, it uses a defense mechanism known as inflammation. Though this can be both helpful and harmful, the inflammatory process doesn't recognize when the latter is true. So, if you suffer from a chronic inflammatory condition such as arthritis, relief can be found in eating ginger. This same capacity makes ginger good for healing injuries of all kinds. Reduced risk of developing cancer. Ginger is being studied for the effects it has on cancer cells. Research shows that compared to chemotherapy drugs, it kills ovarian cancer cells much more quickly and safely. This is a truly remarkable find since chemotherapy tends to cause as many health concerns as it solves. Ginger has also been found to prevent colon and intestinal inflammation, a risk factor for cancer in those respective body parts. Reduced nausea. Relieving nausea and vomiting is another well-established benefit of ginger, and that's because it contains gingerol, a compound known for improving the passage of food through the body and suppressing muscle spasms. This helps to reduce the symptoms of nausea and vomiting, and it can help settle the stomach. Ginger is a safe and effective herbal remedy for morning sickness as well, though you should check with your doctor before opting for this route as a treatment.
Stay healthy, stay strong. Call Haloyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Wa. Rahakwadash, Amanya, Wa, Rahakwadash, the Laatakwa, Malapanyakata, Lahata, Salakaya, Babusha, Babusha, Babusha. Stay health conscious, Israel. Boost your immune system. Stay strong. Shalom.